Karen, I think we can start, and let's see, the others could join in as.
Okay, sir.
So arithmetic progression, or AP. So we might have to wrap up the class a couple of minutes before 9:30 today. So arithmetic progression. Or AP as it's called. Okay. Is essentially a sequence of numbers whose difference is, a certain constant. For example, let's start with 7, 12, 17, 22, 27, and so on. So this is called an arithmetic progression because it has a common difference. Right? So the difference between any two successive terms is 5. Okay, the difference between any two successive terms is 5. Yeah, you're familiar with that. This is just basic stuff. So just for notation, what we do is we consider the first term as A. Okay. So first term is A. This common difference, right? This common difference, common diff, I'll write it as D. Okay. Then you know that this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, and so on. So these ordinal numbers, first, second, third, okay, we'll assign them the letter nth. Okay, so the term number is equal to nth, like first, second, third. Okay, and lastly, the value of each term, the actual value of this term, nth term. For example, the value of this term is 7. N is not 7, but the value of the second term, where n is 2, is 12. So the value of nth term is equal to Tn. Okay. N is nth term. Okay. So for example, we can say T1, that's the value of the first term, is 7 here. For example, T2 is 12, and so on. Okay. So there's a formula which ties up all of these things. So if you want to find the nth term, Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. Right? So here we know what the first term, second, third, fourth, fifth term. Let's assume we don't know the sixth term and we want to find the sixth term. This is an important formula. Just make a note. So to find the sixth term, or T6, let's try and apply it in the formula. A plus n, let's just use a general formula first. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. And T6 is equal to A, that's the first term, 7 plus n minus 1, that's 6 minus 1, into D, that's 5. Okay. So T6 will be 7 plus 25, or T6 is 32. So we found the value of the sixth term, which is the next term, is 32. It seems to be right because it continues with the pattern. you're familiar with all of this, I assume, right, Naren? This is very basic stuff.
Yes, sir.
Make a note, but if you want to, otherwise we can move forward. You were able to join the class without any trouble, right, Naren? I'm wondering if they haven't joined or if there's any.
Yes, I had no trouble joining.
I'm trying to join from another account just to check. Okay, I'm also having no trouble joining. All right. All right, moving forward. Any particular problems? I think this much of knowledge is enough for, to solve uh, exercise
Yes,
10A.
sir. So the tricky ones come later.
The tricky ones come in exercise B, I think 10B or something like that, yeah. is 10A is pretty simple the way that I see it. I think Anaria has entered the meeting.
Yes, sir. Good
Anaria,
morning,
you
sir.
can hear. Good morning.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry, sir. We just came back from church.
Okay. I was just wondering if you guys had any trouble joining or something like that. Okay. Okay, so I think this is a topic that you had picked out, and I just did the basics of the topic. One moment, Naren, I'm just taking it to the previous page.
Yes, sir.
This is what we did so far, okay? Arithmetic progression, an example of a sequence, and then, this is called an arithmetic progression because the difference between each of the terms is a constant. It's the same constant, okay? It's exactly the same constant. So for example, this is 5 is the difference. So as long as you have a constant difference between all the terms, that's the same constant, it's an arithmetic progression. So it's also called a sequence. And there are 4 things to know with this. That's the first term is called A. The first term in this case is 7. This is called as A. Then the difference between each successive term is called as D. Then these term numbers, right, that you see here, first, second, third, and so on, that we call as N. It's called the term number. First, so N will be 1, second, N is 2, third term, N is 3. So that's the term number. Okay. And the value of that term itself is called as Tn. That means the value of the first term, that's when n is equal to 1, Tn will be 7. Okay, the value of the term. When n is equal to 2, the value of that second term is 12. Okay, so we write it as Tn, T1 implying first term. So T1 is 7. That's the value of the first term is 7. T2 is 12. Value of the second term is 12. There's a formula that ties up all these together, and that's Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. Okay, so Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. So we can check if our formula works by simply finding out the value of the 6th term, T6. We didn't know what it was earlier. We only had written numbers till 27. So applying that in the formula, So A is 7, N is 6, right? Because we are looking for the 6th term. And D is 5. That's the common difference between all the terms. So T6 gave us, simplifying that, 32 is what we got. And it seems to be right because the pattern, as you can see, 7, 12, 17, 22, 27, 32. Okay. So Andrea, that was for your benefit. Did you follow it?
Yes, I did.
Basic stuff, all right? So I'm assuming you know it at this stage. So just moving on. Any worries with exercise 10A? It seems to be a simple enough exercise, but if there are any worries, you want to pick on a sum, we can do one or two sums. Okay, there is a question which is, I'll write that down for benefit. So it says the nth term of a sequence, the nth term of a sequence is 2n minus 3. Find its 15th term. So I'm going to go a little faster today because I need to close up 5 minutes early. And if you have any of this thing, just let me know. Okay, you want me to stop, repeat, or undo or anything, let me know. Find its 15th term. Okay. All right, so it says the nth term of sequence is 2n minus 3. Find its 15th term. So when they say the nth term of a sequence is 2n minus 3, they're telling you that the value of the nth term is the nth term of sequence is 2n minus 3. That just translates into Tn. That's the value of the nth term is 2n minus 3. Tn equals 2n minus 3, all right? Is that okay? So Tn is equal to 2n minus 3. So we need to find the 15th term. So we need to find T15 is equal to 2 into 15 minus 3. All we do is substitute the n. So n is equal to 15 is what we needed to find. So T15 is equal to 27, I think it is, right? Okay. Simple enough, guys. Okay, so this, moving forward, if you want me to wait, just say wait. So if the pth term, of an AP arithmetic progression is 2p plus 3, find the AP. Find the AP. Okay. So again, the pth term, that's T of P, is equal to 2p plus 3. So if you want to find the AP, what you should be doing is just find the first 3 terms, okay? The first three terms. So we know that TP is equal to 2p plus 3. We'll try and find the first 3 terms. That's P is equal to 1, P is equal to 2, and P is equal to 3. Right? That's the first 3 terms. Let's try these out. Just draw lines. So when P is equal to 1, T of 1 is equal to 2 into 1 plus 3. That's T1 is equal to 5. And T2, when P is equal to 2, is 2 into 2 plus 3. That's T2 is equal to 7. And lastly, T3 is equal to 2 into 3 plus 3. And that's T3 is equal to 9. Okay. So therefore, our first 3 terms, these are the first 3 terms. That's what we did. T1 is the first term, T2 is the second term, T3 is the third term. Therefore, the AP is equal to 5, 7, 9, and so on. It continues. That was a terrible curly bracket. Hang on, let me just, okay, and so on. Is that okay? Any doubts?
No, sir. Understood that.
So we can move forward. Right?
Yes, sir. We can move on.
There's also a kind of question which asks you to test if a particular number belongs to the sequence. So is the number 402 a term of the sequence 8, 13, 18, 23, and so on and so forth. Okay, so is this number belonging to this sequence or not? So for a number to belong to a sequence, to an AP, let's put it that way, to an AP, n must be a whole number, all right? That means the term number, first, second, third, fourth, whatever, that should be 1, 2, 3. So if we get a value of n that's a fraction or a decimal, that means that you cannot have like the 2.5th term of something, right? It's ridiculous. Okay, for a number to belong to an AP, n must be a whole number or natural number. Let's put it that way. N must be a natural number. Okay, you understood this, guys? No worries, right? So therefore,
Yes,
all
sir.
we need to do is check what's given to us from the data that's given. We can tell that A is equal to 8. The difference between these two terms, as you can see, the second term minus the first term. D is the second term minus the first term, or D can also be written as third term minus second term. Basically, it's the difference between two successive terms. Okay, so D is equal to 5. Okay, and we need to find n here. We are given Tn, right? We know the value of that nth term should be 402. So Tn is given to us as 402. Let's put all this in the formula and substitute. So Tn, the formula itself is Tn. Make a habit of writing the formula, even though you think you might know it really well in the exam. A small mark is assigned to the maybe a quarter mark or something to you writing the formula. A plus n minus 1 times d. Writing formulas, writing units, writing explanations for proofs. That's where students lose marks. They'll end up getting a 99 or 100 or 98 or 100 purely for that reason. Right, so Tn, which is 402, is equal to A, that's 8 plus n minus 1. We don't know what n is yet, times d times 5. So 402, I'm taking the 8 that side, minus 8 is equal to 5n minus 5. Okay. Simplifying this, of course, 394 plus 5. I brought the 5 in from here, is equal to 5n. So 5n is equal to 399. Therefore, n is equal to some fractional number, 79.8 or something like that. Okay. Which of course is not a, since n is a decimal, 402 does not belong to the AP. Okay. Does not belong, should have been E with a slash, does not belong to the AP. Okay. But you can't write these symbols, you got to write the whole word, does not belong to the arithmetic progression. Is that okay? That's fine. Naren and Anaria?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to the next page very quickly. And okay, there's one question which says if the fifth and sixth terms, if the fifth and sixth terms of an AP are respectively 6 and 5, find the 11th term. Okay, so the fifth, so they've given the fifth term as 6 and they've given the sixth term as 5. Right, so they've given us two separate things. So let's make a column and write that down. So they've given T5 as 6 and T6 as 5. Okay. And they are asking us to find T11. That's the 11th term. So you know the formulas for these. So Tn is equal to A plus N minus 1 times D. Okay. So here Tn, that's T5, is 6 is equal to, we don't know what A is. A plus N, N is 5, right? N is the fifth term. That's what they've given to us. We'll write that down as well. N is 5. That's fifth term. Here they've said N is 6, the sixth term. Okay. Here, of course, also we can tell from here, 5 and 6, fifth and sixth term. You're following this, right, guys? It's not like I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing it for you guys.
Yes, sir.
A
Following.
plus
Yes,
following,
sir.
right? N minus 1 is 5 minus 1 times D. So we get 6 is equal to A plus 4D. Okay. So keep that aside as equation 1. Do the same thing over here. Tn is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. So in this case, 5 is equal to A plus 6 minus 1 times D. That's, we don't know what it is. So 5 is equal to A plus 5D. Okay, so keep that aside as well. So before we go into finding T11, which I'm going to erase just for a moment, we'll take those two simultaneous equations, those two equations that we have, and solve them as simultaneous equations, okay? So first equation is A plus 4D is equal to 6. The second one is A plus 5D is equal to 5. Okay. So what we do is we subtract the two equations. Okay. So the bottom equation, because I'm subtracting it, I change all the signs. Are you familiar with this trick that we do for
Yes, sir.
simultaneous? So A minus A would cancel. That's the reason we did it, because we wanted to remove one of the variables. So 4 minus 5 is minus D is equal to 6 minus 5 is 1. Therefore, we worked out the value of D to be 1. The common difference is minus 1, I'm sorry. D is minus 1. The common difference is negative 1. That means it's 4, 3, 2, 1. The successive number just decreases by 1. We can find A by taking one of these equations. I'm going to pick this equation. A plus 4D is equal to 6. So A plus 4D is equal to 6, which means A plus 4 into D is minus 1, right? We just found that out, is equal to 6. So A minus 4 equals 6. So A is equal to 6 plus 4, which is 10. So the first term is 10. Okay. Now we need to find, so we found out a few more pieces of information about this arithmetic progression. And we can, now I think we have sufficient information to find the 11th term. So far clear?
Yes, sir.
No? So
Yes, sir.
T11 is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. A is 10 plus n minus 1. That's the 11th term. So 11 minus 1 times D. D is times minus 1. Okay, so I've just substituted in the formula A plus n minus 1 times D. Okay. So T11, that's the 11th term, will be 10 plus 11 minus 1 is 10 times minus 1. So 11th term is 10 minus 10. So 11th term is, or T11 is 0. Okay. Don't be afraid if you get an answer 0. If it's the right answer, great, so be it. If you look at the progression, A is the first term, right? 10. So it'll be 10 and D is minus 1. So every term decreases by 1. It's actually 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And just counting out the terms, this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and 11th term is actually 0, right? It's like a countdown. So make a note of this if you want to, otherwise it's there. Let me know if you've understood it, and can we move on to the next one? Try and move to, if there are no doubts in the in 10A, we can move to 10B. Is that okay, guys? If there is any doubts in 10A, I don't mind solving it right now.
No, sir, we can move to 10B.
So I have these, okay? What I'm doing is I'm just adding pages. So these are there, these exist. If you want to go back anytime, these exist, okay? So 10B, exercise. Not getting bored, right? Sunday morning. Okay. And yeah, any doubts, first of all, in this particular topic?
Sir, could we do the first sum?
Some, okay. All right. I was thinking further down the line there would be problems, but okay, we'll do the first sum. The sum itself reads in an AP. Just correct me, all right? In an AP, correct me if that's the right sum, because sometimes we have different versions of textbooks and the order could be different. So in an AP, this is the one, right? 10 times.
Yes, sir.
10 times of its 10th term. 10 times of its 10th term is equal to 30 times its 30th term. Is equal to 30 times its 10th term. Oh, its 30th term rather. Find its 40th term. Find its 40th term. Okay, so this is the question. And yeah. So in general, the formula is Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 whole times D. Okay. So we know that the 10 times is 10th term. So 10th term is T10 into 10. That's 10 times of that. Okay. So 10 times of its 10th term. That's 10 into T10 is equal to 30 times its 30th term. Is equal to 30 into T30. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So again, Tn is, so 10 times T10 is, because Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. T10 is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D, which is T10 is equal to A plus 9D. Okay. And similarly, T30 is equal to A plus 30 minus 1 times D, which is T30 is equal to A plus 29D. So a plus t, this is a plus 9d is equal to 30 into a plus 29d. All right. So just taking the 10 over to the other side would give you a plus 9d is equal to 30 by 10 into a plus 29d. Okay, so this cancels away. So a plus 9d is equal to 3 times a plus 29d. Right? So just simplifying now, a plus 9d is equal to 3a plus 87d. Just multiplied here, just distributed the 3. All right, that's all I did. So taking the a over to the other side and equating, you get 2a plus 78d is equal to 0, right? And then continuing from there, you get, you divide the whole thing by 2. So you get a plus 39d is equal to 0, right? I divided the previous expression, the previous equation by 2, this equation by 2. So I got a plus 39d equals 0, which means a is equal to minus 39d. Right? And it's asking you to find the 40th term, right? So T40 is equal to a plus, remember, I'll write that down here. T40 is equal to a plus 40 minus 1 into d. So T40 is equal to a plus 39d. So T40 is a plus 39d. Okay. So T of 40 is equal to a plus 39d. We got this as, or even better, instead of a, I'll substitute minus 39d, right? Because a is minus 39d according to the, from the previous equation we got. So I substitute a as minus 39d plus 39d. So T40 is 0. 39d and minus 39d gives you 0. Is that fine? Anaria, especially because you had asked for this, right? Is there a worry with this, or is this fine now? Anything you didn't understand?
No, sir. It's quite simple.
Anaria, you had asked for this, right? If you can hear me, is it okay, or any doubt, any particular part, section that you want explained again, or the whole thing? Let me know. Can you hear me, right? Okay. Anaria, you can hear me? Hello? Oh, she got logged out. Just a minute, Naren. I'm just sending the link again.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Anaria, can you hear us
Yes,
now?
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem. Okay, I was just checking to see if you understood the sum and if you were in class during the time we completed the sum.
So, it logged me out when we were doing the T30 is equal to A plus 29D. After that, it logged me out.
Okay, but I still saw you in the class. Okay. All right. Okay, so we made this equation, right? 10 into T10 is equal to 30 into T30, right? And just on the side, we found what T10 should be. That's A plus 9D. And T30 is A plus 29D. Okay. So we substituted for that. So instead of T10, we did A plus 9D. And instead of T30 here, we substituted A plus 29D. Okay. So 10 into A plus 9D, 10 into A plus 9D is equal to 30 into A plus 29D. Then it's just algebra from there. I took this 10, put it over here because divided by 10. Simplified it to give me A plus 9D is equal to 3 into A plus 29D. Then A plus 9D is equal to 3 into A plus 29D. Expanded that using distributive property, 3 into A, 3 into. So I got A plus 9D is equal to 3A plus 87D. Okay, and I moved both the A and D to the right. I got 2A plus 78D because 3A minus this A and 87 minus 9. That gave me 2A plus 78. D is equal to 0. I divided this entire expression by 2 to give me A plus 39D equals 0. A plus 39D equals 0. So A is equal to minus 39D. So T40, so now we found out, we keep that aside, okay? A is equal to minus 39D. Now we look at finding the 40th term. That's T40 is equal to A plus 40 minus 1D, which turns out to be T40 is equal to A plus 39D. So T40 is equal to, we substitute for A, we know that A is minus 39D. So T40 is equal to minus 39D plus 39D, which is cancels out to give you T40 is 0. Okay. Fine with that? Any confusion in any of the steps?
No, sir. Understood it.
Okay. So we move quickly to the next one. And any more doubts? Any particular sum, Naren or Andrea, to find tricky? Things
No,
like
sir.
how many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? Is that okay? A sum like that? It's fine. That's the second sum. That's okay, right? Okay. The third one says which term will be 130 times more than its 31st term. Is that okay? Do you want me to solve that?
Yes, sir.
Third one or second one?
Third one.
Third one, okay. Naren, you okay with that? Naren, are you okay with this problem? I mean, if you're not also, you can listen in. I don't get any responses. Is everything okay? Internet connection and stuff. Naren, can you hear me? Hello? I don't think he's there. Okay. Okay, so which term of the AP, okay, which term of the AP is AP 5, 15, 25, 5, 15, 25, dot, will be 130 more than its 31st term. Will be 130 more than its 31st term. So pause a moment I'll just pause a moment and see if you can understand how to, arrive at the first step. So give yourself about 20 seconds to try and do that. And I'll start solving after that. Okay? Yeah, okay. So I'll start. I'll start solving this, all right? So I hope you're able to get something. So when you start a sum, always try and find out what's given. Always write down what's given and what's to find. So in your mind, these three steps should be there in sequence. What's given? What do I have to find? And third is there a method to do that? Okay. So these three things should play in your mind. And I think regardless of any topic, any sum, always, if you approach it if you approach it this way, the structure, then I think a lot of your stuff will be simplified. Which term of the AP 5, 15, 25 will be 130 more than its 31st term? Okay. So we are given the AP itself, that's 5, 15, 25. So from this immediately, when you know that when you're given the first three terms of an AP, straight away you know what A is, right? A is the first term. So given A is equal to 5. And if you know the second term, that's 15. So you know the difference, right? You know 5, 15, 25. So the difference is 10 between each of the terms. So you know D as well. So D is equal to 10. So these two pieces of information you've immediately gathered from this. Okay. So we've got to find 31st term, but 130 more than that. So we've got to find T31 plus 130. So whatever the 31st term is, we've got to find out the number that's 130 more than that. All right? Got it? So which term of the is equal to T of which term? Sorry. So it says if I added 130 to the 31st term, which term will it be? Okay, so we've got to find Tn, the nth term, which is 130 more than the 31st term. So just quickly looking at what the 31st term might be, should be a plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, a plus n minus 1 times, actually write it down in the proper this thing. Okay. So 31st term plus 130 is equal to the term that we want. Right? So you understood the sum itself, guys?
Yes, sir.
Which term will be 130 more than the 31st term? Okay. So T31 is A plus 30D. Is that fine with you? You wondering where I got this from?
No, sir, understood.
You got that. Okay. I've directly said that. All right. T31 equals A plus 31 minus 1 times D. That gives you A plus 30D. Okay, by now, I think that should be clear. Plus 130, I've just brought that down from here, is equal to Tn. Okay, Tn will be what? A plus n minus 1 times D. Okay. We actually know what A and D are. So, in fact, we can even cancel away the A's here because they are added to both sides, right? We can just cancel them. We don't even need them here. That okay? How I cancel them? Just
Yes, sir.
so 30d plus, we need to find n here, okay? Which term? So we need to find n. That's our aim and ambition. Okay, 30d. We know what d is, right? Do we know what d is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the value of d?
10.
So 30d would be 30 into 10 plus 130 is equal to n minus 1 into d, which is 10. So now onwards, it's just plain algebra. So 300 plus 130 is equal to 10n minus 10. So 10, I'm just moving the term. So 10n minus 10, I'll just write it 300 plus 130. I've just written the same thing, but left-hand side on the right hand and right-hand side on the left. Okay, so 10n is equal to 300 plus 130 plus 10. So 10n is equal to 440. So n is equal to 44. Therefore, the answer is 44th term. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So if you understand this logic, if you can get to this stage, from then on it's just algebra, pretty much substituting and algebra. Okay, so you needed to understand that 130, which term will be 130 more than the 30th term. Okay, so want to make a note, you can make a note quickly, and I'll think we'll do anything else in this, Naren or Anaria? Anything else? Just have a quick glance at your textbook. We might have time to do 2 sums. So pick 2 sums.
So could we do the C section?
C section, okay.
The 14th question, 13th and 14th in the C section.
We can do that. Naren, you're okay with that, right? Okay, his mic button is frozen. Okay, all right, fair enough. So if you have any questions, just message, okay? Yeah, in the C exercise, okay. In the C exercise, we need to know one thing, all right? We need to know sum of an AP, the sum of an AP, all right? S is given by the formula n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times d plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, that's your sum of an AP. So that information you need to know, the sum to n terms. So which question did you say again? 4th one.
No, sir. 13th and 14th.
13th and 14th, okay. 13th and 14th, okay. Is that the one which says the sum of n natural numbers is something, find the 8th term, that one?
Yes, sir.
So the question is, question 13 is, the sum of n natural numbers, the sum of n natural numbers, excuse me, natural numbers is 5n squared plus 4n. Find its 8th term. Find its 8th term. Okay. So sum of n natural numbers. We don't know how many are there. Right? So we'll use a little trick over here. We'll use a little mathematical trick over here. So sum of n terms, but it's a cool trick, all right? So sum of n terms, n natural numbers, sum of n natural numbers is equal to Sn, Sn, and that's given to us, right? It's 5n squared plus 4n. We'll also find the sum of n minus 1 natural numbers. Okay, that's the trick that we use. So sum of n minus 1 natural numbers. Okay, why do we do this? Okay, I'll write this down. So Sn minus 1, and I'll tell you why we use this trick. N minus 1 squared plus 4 into n minus 1. Okay. All I've done in the second one is, instead of n, I've written n minus 1. Is that okay? And I'll explain to you. So here I've written n. Instead of n, I've written n minus 1. That's all I've done. Okay. So why do we do this? Why do we use this technique? So if you want to find the sum of, 10 numbers, okay? So, or you want to find the 10th term or something like that. So we add up the first 10, okay? And then we add up the first 9. And the difference between those two should be the 10th term. Let me give you an example. Let's say, let's just say 2, 4, 6 is the AP, all right? And this is 3 terms. And let's say 2, 4, 6, 8 is the first 4 terms of that, right? So what's the sum of this? 6 and 6 is 12. Right? This is 20. All right? So this is Sn, the sum of n terms. This is Sn minus 1. So sum of n minus 1 terms. This is just 3 terms, right? And this is 4 terms. Okay. I think I should use the example. It's better. So if I subtract these two, what do I get? So Sn minus Sn minus 1 would give me the term, right? The nth term. Is that logic sound? So if I subtract this 20 minus 12, it gives me 8. And doesn't 8 happen to be the nth term, the 4th term? Andrea, Naren? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why we use this logic. We find Sn, we find Sn minus 1, and we subtract them. So Sn minus Sn minus 1 is equal to nth term. Okay, so make a note of that piece of logic there. And then we can go on. I don't know if they tell you this or explain this to you in school, but if not, this is it. Okay, and then just substitute and do the algebra. So Sn is 5n squared plus 4n minus Sn minus 1 is 5 into n minus 1 squared plus 4 into n minus 1. And that gives you the nth term. Okay. I'm going to take this to the next page. Just try and memorize that. 5n squared plus 4n. 4n minus 1 is equal to nth term. Yeah, got it. Is equal to 5n squared plus 1 minus 2n. I'm just expanding this thing using algebra expansions. N minus 1 squared, right? N squared plus 1 minus 2n. It's this. Okay. Is equal to 5n squared plus 5 minus 10n plus 4n minus 4 is equal to 5n squared minus 6n plus 1. So therefore, nth term is Sn, just repeating that, Sn minus 1. This is, I think, the Sn minus 1, okay? So Sn was 5n squared plus 4n, okay? And then minus Sn minus 1 is 5n squared minus 6n plus 1. Okay, so subtracting the two of them, just going back, I hope this back didn't make it confusing. So Sn is this, okay? And Sn minus 1, we simplified over here to give us this. Is that okay, guys? So this is equal to this and this would get cancelled, right? 5n squared minus 5n squared. And so we're left with 4n plus 6n, that's 10n, right? 4 minus of minuses plus 1, minus 1 rather. Trying to rush through. Okay, so that's the nth term. Got it? Anaria? So nth term is Sn minus Sn minus 1. So we subtracted that to give us the nth term is this. Okay, so T8, which is the 8th term, is n into 8 minus 1. So T8 is equal to 79. Is that okay? Yes, no, maybe?
It's okay, sir. Understood.
Anaria, I think we might not be able to do the 14 sum, as I have something to go to. I'm supposed to go at 9:30. And what I can do is I'll try and take a pic and maybe put it up on WhatsApp or something like that. Naresh,
That'd be fine, sir.
Send that to you as well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'll see you guys. Okay. Next week. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.